Hi guys, Flagsco here. In today's video we are back at Sunshine Titans Co-op and we are continuing work on our Brotherhood military base. Let's get into it. This place has changed quite a bit over the last few weeks and I just want to give you a quick view of what it all kind of looks like now. So we've got our gatehouse on the front. Then we've got a place here where people will be able to join their formations and get some orders given. And I have finished up the ceremonial hall. This was my attempt at coming up with something similar to what was in the TV show. I replaced one of the watchtowers with just a satellite dish. Our power armor workshop from a previous video. For today's video, we are going to be building over in this location. We're going to be building a intelligence office on the bottom floor with a command center on the second floor. I'm going to have a few windows on the ground floor just to make it easier. I'm going to remove some of the foundations so everything lines up. And I want windows down one side, and on the back side it's just going to be a solid wall. In order to cover up the ground sticking through, I'm going to use some foundations to give us our second level. And have steps just to fully cover it. And for upstairs, I will put the floors in. Up top, I'm going to be using the windowed walls, and I'm going to layer it up with some additional supports and also the warehouse window pieces. As you can see, the corrugated metal does come through, but I'm going to use the supports from Workshop Rearranged in order to cover this up. In order to do our detailing, I want to use the pillar. I'm going to place it right on the corner, and then one on the outside, then one there, and I can delete the inner one and this extra one. This gives us our pillar off the edge, and we can use the horizontal ones to fill in along the front here. I'm going to place in all of the walls around the back, and I will do the detailing around the edges. So the detailing all done around the edges, goes all the way around the sides, and I want to do the same sort of thing on the bottom, but it's just going to be along the bit of the corrugated metal. I'm going to place in the windows. With the windows in place, I'm going to drop in the horizontal slabs across the bottom. Need to throw on a roof, and we'll be pretty much done with the main structure of this. I'm going to be using the floor slabs. I'm going to use the high-tech railings just on the top. That's our structure done. I have replaced the glass windows side here with a solid wall, just because it was thrown off the shape quite a bit. I'm going to add some little details to the outside, and then we can move on to some decorations. So after a little bit of detailing, we've got our little bits of Brotherhood stuff up, and I've got various bits on the side just to break up that shape. If we come in, got a little area where we can actually start making it like an office. And upstairs we have 1, 2, 3 living quarters for some of the officers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Snappy House Kit and grab some of the different things that they've got inside of the high-tech area. They've got these cubicles that work really nicely for what we want this place to be on the bottom. I'm going to just put a couple of these in. I've managed to fit 6 of these cubicles in this ground floor. Need to put in some chairs. Now I want to put up some various different like maps and things like that. So I'm going to go have a look for something like that. So I've just gone around and added a few bits to make this feel more like an office. So we've got some filing cabinets and various knickknacks within the cubicles. We have blueprints and maps on the walls. And I'm going to shoot upstairs to work on the command center now. A couple of the banners that I've created. So I do have a variety of these, and with these walls they do tend to stick into the wall, so I do have to use place everywhere just to pull them out a little bit. So like that. Then I'm going to go to DIY and grab these display cases. I'm going to put one here, one here. I'm going to shimmy them across, so kind of center armor racks. I'm going to use the tables. So I'm going to go right along here. We've got these nice Brotherhood armor tables. We want a nice big table for the middle here. And what I'm thinking is use this one, but scaled up. And I want to use these fancy chairs. And we'll have like the high-ranking officers in here making all the decisions of how things should be run within the Brotherhood, at least in the Commonwealth. I do want to put up I know this is like memory bank, but it looks really cool, and it's not as fancy looking as the Institute stuff. We've got one that's like actually fully sealed as well. Just want to put in a few more decorations and we can get the show on the road. We're all done with the build now. So if we come inside, we can take a look at our intelligence office first. So we've got pretty basic office down here. Got the notice boards up with a bunch of filing cabinets, random stuff that the soldiers will be using and to keep themselves busy while they look for intelligence on different pre-war tech. And if we come around, we can go upstairs and check out our completed command center / war room. So I did end up changing the orientation of the table, so we actually have it on this for now. I found a nice big world map as well. Always got to have one of those in a big fancy war room situation, and I figured we could have a bunch of people just taking notes on the side. But that is going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.